This is the beginner's guide to know who to pick on the Starr Road.
Your first pick is between the brawler Brock and Barley. I would suggest that you pick Brock. He does a bit more damage. He's a lot easier to master. He does start out with some pretty low health, but obviously that's something that can be fixed through like powering up and stuff.
Barley throws his bottles. You can throw it over walls and it deals extra damage after they land. So if you wanted more of a challenge and more fun, you can choose Barley, but it's really just opinion based.
Your next choice will be your first epic. You could either choose Bo or Ems. I suggest that you pick Bo. Again, he's a lot easier to get a handle of. Ems just shoots like a cloud of poison. It's nothing special. Bo can get very good over time, and once you power him up, he can be a very good brawler for you.
Now this is the next one, and it's very controversial. It's really opinion-based, but 8-Bit is a slow brawler, but he does do a decent amount of damage. His super's not very great, but he's still pretty fun to play with and pretty easy with your first 20 games. And Dynamite is definitely a harder one, but I think he's a lot of fun. And if you get him to Power 9 or Hypercharge, he's really, really good. I think he's definitely harder to master. His super is a lot better than 8-Bit's. I just think this is really up to you. I might go with 8-Bit just to start, but it really doesn't matter that much.
Your next option will be between Frank and Stu. Frank is definitely one of the more hated brawlers. He's definitely one of the worst brawlers. So if I had to pick, I would go with Stu.
This is the first mythic brawler point, and I would go with Gene. Now, Mortis definitely takes some getting used to. It's not easy to play with, but can be very good in some game modes. Tara, her reload speed is incredibly slow, and I wouldn't recommend. And Gene is just pretty good all around, but definitely takes some time to get used to.
Now, we both have different viewpoints on which one you should pick here. Definitely don't go with Leon, though. He seems very hard to master. His shot is kind of weird, and he's not very fast. He's just very mid. I think you should go with Crow, because his super is pretty good. You just jump up and then like throw a bunch of like daggers everywhere. It's really good. And he reloads really fast. And once you hit somebody, it like does poison damage for like maybe 3 seconds, and it's pretty darn good.
In my opinion, I would go with Spike. I think he does more damage. I just think he's easier to use. I don't think Leon is hard to use. I just don't think that he's professional enough I just don't think he's near as good as Crow or Spike. I just think Spike's super, it's alright. I think it's better than Crow and Leon's. But this one's mainly just who you want to play with, who you think would be most fun, or who you think would be best. Peace!